Hello everyone, I'm Lindsay. Today, in this video, I will talk about 5 culture shocks experienced by Malaysians in Korea. Let's go! So, what is culture shock? Culture shock is the anxiety and uncomfortable feelings towards the changes when you encounter an unfamiliar situation while living in an environment different from your own country. There are some factors that might cause the culture shock, which includes language barrier, unfamiliar culture, time zone changes, and food of other countries. In this situation, people might experience some of the symptoms of culture shock, such as insomnia, headache, stomachache, and depression. I have created a poll and asked some questions on my Instagram story related to the culture shock in Korea. I got a lot of responses from my friends, so I will choose only 5 culture shocks which are most commonly experienced by my friends. The first culture shock I want to talk about is the subway system of Seoul. The Seoul metropolitan subway system is much more complicated than Malaysia. It's featuring 10 subway lines and is the most widely used rapid railway transport system in the world. But don't worry, because there are a few types of Korean subway application available either in Google Play Store or Apple App Store. The Korean subway app will show the transport fare and estimated time for you to reach another station, and will also teach you how you transfer from Honggi University Station to Myeongdong Station, or how you transfer from blue lines to red lines. So, you must download the app if you wish to travel to Korea, because it's very convenient to use and save a lot of time, especially for travelers. The second culture shock is there are many staircases in the city. You can find that there are many staircases, especially in the entrance or exit of the subway stations. If you are traveling to Korea, especially with your family or elderly, it's better to book a private car or just make the booking with the travel agencies to avoid taking the subway. For instance, tourist spots like Namsan Park, Ilhwa Mural Village, and Gamcheon Cultural Village can be seen with a lot of staircases and some with special designs. Next, my friend also responded that there are a lot of Koreans who can speak Chinese in Hongdae and Myeongdong. My friend felt very shocked because not only one, but the majority of the Koreans who work in the cosmetic shops in this area can speak Chinese well. It is because both of these areas are tourist shopping destinations. Not only the Chinese language, but the staff could also speak Japanese well. The fourth culture shock I want to talk about is the Korean trash rule. There is a lack of public trash cans on the street because the budget for managing the trash is high. The government of South Korea has made a way to throw away the trash. The tourists and the Koreans need to organize the rubbish before throwing it away. Penalty will be charged to those who didn't follow the rules. However, there are still some public trash cans that you can find in major subway stations and convenience stores. The last culture shock that one of my friends experienced is there is no bidet shower in the toilet. The main function of the bidet shower is to help us wash our butt with water and remove more fecal bacteria. Imagine that you are going to do number 2 in the toilet and you found that there is no bidet shower to clean up after you are done. So it's really inconvenient, especially for those who are familiar with using the bidet shower. Koreans also usually do not put toilet paper in the stores, but outside the stores, or it's not provided at all. So always carry or prepare your own packet of tissues or toilet paper by yourself. In conclusion, it is common to experience culture shock when we travel to a foreign country. Culture shock can be overcome when you accept and adapt to a foreign culture. Make sure that you always try to understand the cultural differences and be open-minded in accepting the different perspectives. Anyway, you guys can always be prepared and do some research before setting foot in a foreign country. You might see differences everywhere, but try to avoid comparing those with your home country because there is no perfect country. Instead, see the differences as an opportunity to learn about new cultures and explore in a new environment. That's all for my sharing about the culture shock experienced by Malaysians in Korea. Thank you!